What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Bro 206 here, as always, with the Keymaster 84, who's on the screen right now.
It
And
is
his,
right in between your
and
eyes.
his, and it, oh, my arrow.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Oh my God, it is. It looks like I have a flower in my hair. Oh man. Anyways, guys, this is part number 2 of our E3 coverage of our overview of what happened at E3 this past week. If you guys didn't catch part 1, we'll leave that video in the description box below. We talked about our grades and our initial thoughts for Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. In this part, we're going to talk about a few of the big stories that happened while at E3, and also our top 5 games that we brought to the table. We'll start with the stories, end with the games. If you guys, like I said, don't forget to go back and watch part 1. Interesting talk. I think we both admitted that Sony lost. Both admitted that Microsoft won, and not by much. So, anyway, Key, why don't you kick us off with one of the stories that happened at E3 this past week? Dude, I want to jump down and kill this guy so bad.
The FPS war has begun.
It has begun.
It's still ongoing, I should say. So this week we finally got confirmation from Bungie.
Mm-hmm.
Even on the X1, Destiny 2 will only run at 60 frames per second.
But they said it wasn't because of Sony.
Well, let me get to the rest of the story.
Okay.
So then someone threw shade and said, oh, well, the only reason that is because of the exclusive that Bungie has with Sony. And so then, people are saying a little bit of this, people are saying a little bit of that. And so now it's this whole thing, and it's funny that everybody's freaking out because this could have been solved if they had just answered this question back at their press conference a few weeks ago.
Fair enough.
It'd be done. This wouldn't even be a conversation. It'd be a non-conversation right now.
This is a non-issue.
Yeah, if they had chosen to just say, no, this is the way it is because we want it to be this way. Okay, done. Conversation's over. No one would have said anything. But because they decided to just let it drag on and let it drag on and let it drag on, this is what happens.
Agreed.
And for whatever reason, they let it go on. Obviously, we'll never know the inner workings of people at Bungie, but it's interesting because, it wasn't even like, fanboys are saying this, and this is some of the evidence leaning towards this, and nothing's concrete. You're talking, it was the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, was talking about
the guy.
Yeah, the Xbox man. The only other main Xbox guy than him is Herb Street.
Shit. Yep.
And that's it. So it's like, dudes, like, big important people, but it's an Xbox. And obviously we'll never, we'll never know because it's going to be locked at 60 frames.
Right.
But I don't know how the Xbox One X can't handle Destiny 2.
Yeah.
I've seen people build computers modeled after the specs of the Xbox One X, and they can handle it just fine.
Hey, Key. Oh, wait.
Hold on, I'm fighting slimes. They're broken.
Come over here real quick while you're talking about that.
So it's hard to say.
Look down.
Which?
No, look down.
Oh, it's oh my God.
We built an animal trap. Didn't even know it.
That wolf is so angry. Look at his eyes. He's a crazy dog. Oh Lord. um, and so it's just weird. I've never. I mean, you usually get the, oh well, we're better, blah blah blah, rhetoric, but you never get it this bad.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is way more extreme than it usually is. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think not only do I really pay a lot of this to Sony's exclusive deal, or not exclusive, but its partnership with Destiny 2. But if the Pro can't handle what the X can, like, why is that our fault? Why is it the consumer's fault who are putting their money into certain systems? Oh my god, I can't believe we made that jump. Damn it, I need one more string. Why is it our fault, being the consumer, and why is my new system that I'm going to buy being hindered for a game that would probably look way better at a higher frame per second?
Oh yeah.
Than it will at what they're capping it. Sorry, they're not calling it capping, but where they're allowing the game to play at. I mean, it's
locking the frames at.
Locking the frames at, right? So
yeah.
I think part of me thinks it's BS, because I think it's just a cop out. Like, it's a cop out on Destiny's part. It's to keep good standings with their exclusivity with Sony and Activision, but
right.
On the other hand, it's like, okay, that's fine. Be that way if you're going to be that way. You know what I mean? Nothing we can do to change their mind. I mean, we're not going to boycott Destiny 2. That's just not going to happen.
That's true.
And I don't think you can get enough people on board to boycott the game of that magnitude. You know what I mean?
No, there'd be no way you can affect it that much.
No, so it's not like we're going to start a petition and they're just going to like, okay, fine, we'll open it up for Xbox X users,
Okay. Well, you guys said so.
All good,
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Do you have any string on you by chance?
No.
Damn it.
That's the one thing I haven't found yet.
I have two pieces. I'm trying to make a bow and arrow so I can snipe the switch out of the water.
But, yeah, no, I'm just really interested to see. I left you one little opening, so you need to make sure you hit that.
I gotta make that jump, right?
Mm-hmm. I got faith you'll make it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus.
I'm just really interested to see where this goes. Because even Phil Spencer came out this week and he said this is why Xbox makes deals the way it does.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a bold statement. He doesn't like making deals where it's like, oh, well, we get this content and nobody else can have it.
Right.
He doesn't like, it's what he said, he doesn't like making deals like that. Granted, they have made deals like that in the past. So is he just saying it because it's affecting it them this time, or is he actually saying because he believes it? We'll never know. But, yeah, he actually was like, yeah, this is why we don't like making deals like this anymore, which I understand from their point of view why, you would say that. But at the same time, you have to start thinking about, like, okay, well, you don't like making deals like this, but you guys have done so in the past.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's an interesting situation that's come up.
And, to kind of ease into another story, another Sony-related story, why another story that came about on E3 with the announcement of Rocket League on Switch and its cross-platform ability to go play against Xbox and PC users. Sony's still putting a hold on that. Sony is still not a part of the cross-platform for Minecraft, and it won't be a part of the cross-platform for Rocket League. I think it's a stupid move on Sony's part. I really do. Like, why not be a part honestly, of two of the biggest games, I mean, top 10 easy, that people are playing right now.
Because they gotta protect the kids, man.
But I don't understand that statement. What are you protecting the kids from?
But they don't have control over what happens outside of their service.
Again, I think that's just a cop out.
No, I wholeheartedly agree with you, because Nintendo,
Right.
hands down, the biggest proponent for that whole thing is doing it.
Yeah. Nintendo jumped on board, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's like, your excuse does not work.
You are no longer. Your point is now null and void.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know. I'm not sure what their logic is behind everything.
Like, can you really think how much revenue they're actually losing by not doing that?
I would imagine quite a fair share, personally.
Honestly, you don't need that big of a computer to run Rocket League on PC.
No, you don't.
You can have an Xbox and get Rocket League on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or the Switch, for that matter now.
Yeah.
Or soon, at least. Why... when I literally, before we started filming TBD tonight, I literally got on and played 10 games of Rocket League, and there was 121,000 players on.
On Steam.
On Steam. That's PC only. That's not including the people who are playing on Xbox, Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Or PlayStation, excuse me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of that, man? Why wouldn't you want your community to have access to a bigger community? It just doesn't make sense.
Well, and then even on top of that, like, for me, it's like, okay, fine, I'll give you don't want
Excuse me.
Rocket League for whatever reason.
We're gonna get mob spawning up here if we don't light this up.
Yeah, I know. But my thing, I guess my other thing with this whole situation is, and it's a big one for me, is Minecraft. Mm-hmm. Xbox pretty much said, because Xbox owns Mojang now. Mm-hmm. Xbox owns Mojang, and said, we're going to give out a free update to everybody, so everybody can play with everybody. Mm-hmm. We don't care.
We don't care.
We've already made stupid money off this game. I mean, you can buy Minecraft mugs, Minecraft curtain, Minecraft socks. You can buy Minecraft.
There's Minecraft everything.
Anything. It is like Disney.
There's creeper ice molds.
Creeper ice molds. And that's when you know you made it. The ice molds, the custom ice molds. Yeah. And it's the other game. It's like, dudes, y'all need to realize what you're doing here. You're alienating your audience. Mm-hmm. Honestly, because it's like, why would I play your game, Sony? It doesn't even make sense. It's a waste of my time.
If you peep a spider, let me know, because I need one string.
I peep a spider, I will let you know.
I don't see one yet. But yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a dumb move. Whatever your reasoning is, it's a dumb move. You know, mm-hmm. There's no, from a business standpoint, from a community standpoint, from an industry standpoint, there's nothing in any three of those categories that makes sense in your decision to not allow your game to cross-platform.
True, I agree.
There's nothing. There's no reason. You can say it's for the kids. You can say it's because you want your community to be your community, or whatever the hell you want to say. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't. Your point and your reasoning is null and void.
Yeah, and I think it's sad for Sony fans.
Yep.
I mean, it's sad for them. I feel bad for them, because while everybody else is out having fun, playing together and having a good time, you know, they're gonna be like, well, woe is me over on my PlayStation 4.
That was one
Playing
spider not
Minecraft by
spawned yet.
myself. You know, and it's like, yeah, but your console developer chose that for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't make sense why you would alienate your audience like that to
Right.
me. I
I agree.
mean, I don't know. But
Any
anyways.
other big stories?
Um
I know we talked about one more. I can't remember what it is now.
Lack of games in 2017.
Yeah. Was a big one. It was a big concern for those, a lot of articles. There's not a lot of content coming out between now and January of 2018.
Yeah, where are they at? Like,
There is none.
I,
There's a few games. There's a few
I
games coming
mean,
out.
there's your perennials, you know, your your Call of Duties, your FIFAs, you know, whatever.
Oh,
But
but that Battlefront 2 is looking pretty sexy.
the Battlefront 2, you know. But I mean, like, where? I mean, if this is supposed to be like the golden era of games right now, because really that's what it's supposed to be right now. It's supposed to be the golden era of games. Okay, where are the games at?
Well,
To be the golden era.
especially since they're saying that console gaming's dying. You know, everything's going digital. Everything's going PC. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I just want to know where are all the games at? Why? Why are we so limited on our releases right now? Like, you guys are multiple years into the consoles, every single, well, besides Switch.
mm-hmm.
I mean, but PlayStation and Xbox, you're multiple years into your consoles,
Mm-hmm.
and yet you're still having to piecemeal these lineups together. Really, it doesn't make sense to me. Why we're still standing here like, oh, still like a new console. Well, if you guys stop coming out with consoles and came out with games, we wouldn't be in a situation, guys.
Guys.
Just saying.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Um, and it's just weird. I don't know. It's a weird time um, for console players, I think, because it's just, I don't know. It's just, and I mean, the thing is though, on the flip side, it's like the games that are coming out are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's kind of hard to be mad at the same time. 'Cause it's like, well, the games we are getting few and far between, but they're pretty awesome looking. So, you know, you're willing to trade that off because of that. You know, and it's something that I'm sure we'll have to deal with over the next few years. But I don't know. I just want to know where all the games at. I mean, you know, where's your new IP games at? A lot of them are coming out in 2018. I mean,
Totally, yeah, I agree.
and then I want to do our last conversation because I feel like it was a good one. Hold on, let me look this guy up here. Oh yeah, the FPS, the cross-platform, and then 2017. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for, in my opinion, what were the big stories. I can't think of any other really true big stories that came out at E3 this year that were like, oh my god, we have to talk about this.
Right.
This is crazy. I mean, unless you have any stories you can think of off the top of
No,
your head.
I think that was the main three because we'd already discussed those. Other than that, you know, E3 being part of the conference instead of having its own standalone this year. I think E3 hit it out of the goddamn park. To be honest with you,
This year
or
they did a
EA.
really good job.
Yeah, EA, and I think a lot. You know, there were some misses, but I think there was a lot of hits. I think there was a lot of good content. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. A lot of good stuff for the industry. A lot of collaborations happening, which I think is just the natural order of things. You know.
Right.
I think that's just how things are going to go, and how things need to go to make everybody stay relevant. Because eventually, I'm not saying video games are ever going to die. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But eventually, you know, eventually, things are going to have to change to keep everything interesting.
Well, yeah, and I mean, lately it's really been about the power of the indie game, honestly. The indie game has become very prominent. I mean, you're talking Sony, or not Sony, but Microsoft signed an exclusive deal with a game that is based off of another indie game,
Mm-hmm.
and they're both in basically pre-production.
That's crazy. Yeah,
What do you
but
think about that?
how long has H1Z1 been on beta though?
Forever. That's my point. Is like you're talking a major studio signed a limited exclusive with a game that's based off a game that's been in beta for years. Like that's how crazy the indies have gotten as far as how much power they have.
Well, and also look how many Minecraft rip-offs there are.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Someone sees something that's making money and decide that they want to put their own thing on it.
I want to make money too.
I want to make money too.
Make my own game.
Screw you
Yeah,
guys, I'm going home.
and that's definitely something too. Is they're people are wanting more of the pie. There's more people who want more of the video game pie. But
I want some more of that video game pie.
there's an enderman. No, he's destroying our business. Oh God! Why, Lord? Why?
I'm all the way downstairs, so I don't know about how much help I'm going to be to you.
You can't get in here. Yeah, it's funny. Anyways, so I guess
Top five
fives.
games?
Top fives, big.
Start with
Tis the
five and go
time.
up?
Tis the time. Yeah, we'll do our fives. Both do our fours.
Okay.
Threes, twos, and ones.
Alright.
Okay, so I'll start with my five.
Alright, you start with your five.
It's a game that I don't think you're going to expect. I don't think anybody would expect. But followed this game actually for quite some time.
Okay.
So they had their final E3 trailer. The game's coming out this November. It'd be Vampire.
Yeah, didn't know much about it until before this E3.
Yeah, and they had their trailer with PlayStation. Looked really good. The final trailer looked really good. I'm excited to play it. I think they're definitely gearing for more of that like vampire RPG, basically. That's an odd thing to say, but that's basically what the game is going to be. It's going to be a vampire RPG.
Team Edward all the way.
Yeah. And so it should be interesting to see once the game actually comes out.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, I think
But-
I saw the trailer. The trailer looked really good.
Yeah, the trailer looks super good. The gameplay trailer it helps it out a little bit more, in my opinion. I think the gameplay trailer was a little bit better. I don't know. It's like the trailer kind of gave false hope for how that game's actually going to play. But
Yeah, for sure.
we'll see. Hard to say.
For sure.
I want to like jump down and go get trees, but there's like, oh God, moth. There's so many.
So many mobs everywhere.
Anyways, I'm excited about Vampire for my number five. What you got for your number five?
My number five is, I mean, I would say it's a popular game, but it's not. It's a game I'm starting to get more excited to play. I've dabbled a little bit in previous editions of this game. Crackdown 3.
It's an honorable mention on my list.
Yeah, I think I played a lot of 1, not so much of 2, but definitely pumped to see what they're... Because the game's huge. I mean, the game is gigantic. It's like a steroided version of GTA.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun. I mean, the ranking systems, how you can bump up your guy, all that stuff's cool. Your skills that you can get are pretty cool. The storyline's pretty cool. I think I'm excited to dabble in it again. I think that's why it's my number 5. Definitely an interesting pick up and play kind of game. Not something you really have to sit and smash out hours and hours and hours on if you don't want to. You know, you can just kind
Yeah.
of just dabble every once in a while.
It's not something you have to like relearn.
Right.
It's
So it's a simple, you know, third person over the shoulder game. You know
hmm
that I think is going to get a lot of play, especially with all the new additions that they're looking to bring into it. So definitely my number 5. What's your number 4?
yeah. I mean, I was like definitely. I was having a hard time between Vampire and that one actually. It was. I mean, it was a tough decision
Tough go.
for me personally. Yeah, because it was just both games I'm really interested in, but Vampire, this is a new game, so I think that's kind of why I put it a little bit more above Crackdown.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, my number 4 is A Way Out.
That looked like a really good game too. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a fun game to play, like some, like me and you playing.
Mm-hmm.
And also it was like a fun game to stream. It was like a fun game to put YouTube videos for. It just looks like a fun game overall. The concept is awesome.
Pretty awesome.
I'm
pretty happy.
I love, and see, this is like I was saying earlier, guys. Or in yesterday's video, this is what I was saying about me caring about a franchise. The guy who came out and talked about this game was so passionate about this game. Like, you could tell, like, this has been his life for the last however many years they've been making this game.
And it's finally time.
And it's finally time for him to tell everybody about the game that he's been making, and he's ready to tell the world. And I want to play this game now because of that reason. Like, not only was the gameplay cool, great new idea, but the fact that he was so pumped to tell you about it, and knew everything about the game,
right,
made me want to play it that much more. But yeah, so that's my number 4.
I'm bringing up my list right now. I can't remember what the order went.
But yeah, so I mean, make sure you guys are checking that one out. It's a split screen, which you're gonna be able to play. Like, so me and Big Ro, not even being in the same room, you guys play a split screen experience. Without actually having to be in the same place, which one I think is really cool. And then I think it's cool how there's always something going on both screens.
Yeah, always.
And so like I think that's what makes it cool is like, so like you are at least going to want to play this game twice, because you're going to want to play as the one dude, and then you're going to want to turn around and then play as the other guy. And then from the looks of it looked like there was multiple ways to escape the prison, and then once you're on the land, there's multiple ways you can do things once you're on the land. And so it's like the replay value, it looks amazing.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
That'd
I got my number 4.
What you got?
What I put at number 4, just based purely on the trailer, it's not really usually my flavor of game, but definitely interested now that I've seen more gameplay from it, and its possibilities. Definitely Days Gone.
Yeah.
I think that was the name of it. Yeah, Days Gone. Yeah. PS4 game, kind of post-apocalyptic zombie thriller game. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for the game, just plug it into YouTube. There's like 3 or 4 different trailers for it now. I think they've kind of upgraded a little bit from the last edition that they did, where it's not so much shoot the hordes of zombie, but kind of more of a personal, survivor aspect of it.
It's more like a Walking Dead meets Sons of Anarchy type vibe to it now.
And I think
it's really cool.
It's going to be pretty interesting. I mean, just based on the trailer that they showed at E3, where he got some guy caught in a bear trap to trigger zombies because he screamed, kind of thing. You kind of chain reaction kind of stuff to kind of get to your objective. I think that's pretty cool. Again, not my flavor of game, really. Not my, not my cup of tea. I'm a first-person shooter, sports, instant gratification kind of guy. Don't play a lot of RPGs. Don't play a lot of, action games. But I'm interested. I think it's going to be a good game for PlayStation. Again, I don't own one, but I'm interested to play it.
Sure. All right.
Numero Trace.
I'm liking it. I'm liking
I'm
it.
liking it. I'm liking it.
My number 3,
Number 3.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
It's finally got a release date.
It's gonna be a good one.
Every time I watch it, I want to play it even more. I mean, the only reason it's number 3 is because it's coming out in 2018.
Yeah.
I feel like it should have been out this fall, or early winter. It should have been out for this holiday season.
Right.
With how long it's been in development, I feel like it should have been out this holiday season. But I think they're doing it the right way by having YouTubers and people within, the video game performing community, helping them out, come up with new ideas and testing out things and coming up with stuff like that. So I think that's a really good move on their part.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so that'd be my number 3.
My number 3, Super Mario Odyssey.
I was wondering when a Nintendo game was going to sneak in.
Yes. Only reason it's number 3 for me is because I rated my top 2 over it. Number 2 barely. It was an easy number 2 pick for me, but I think what I have at number 2 is definitely a better pick at number 2. Super Mario Odyssey, like I said in our part 1 for the Nintendo showcase, I think this game has got enough hype to match Nintendo 64's Super Mario World. Definitely, it's going to throw a different aspect at the Mario world. It's like Mario meets real world type stuff. I mean, it's not your normal, side scroller Super Mario 1, 2, 3 Brothers. It's something new for Mario. And Mario obviously is always a heavy hitter every year. And I think this one definitely deserves a mention here at 3 for me, because I'm excited to get it for the Switch, just about as much as I was excited to redabble in Zelda when I got the Switch. I'm really excited to jump back up on the Mario train. So,
Gotcha.
Number 2.
Number 2. I'll try to make this.
I keep missing this jump.
First time.
I was picking all your apples up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Plus, I'm really hoping a spider will just happen to spawn while I'm out here.
This was a tough choice for me.
Okay.
Because I usually don't like picking certain games over certain games, but I had to. Mm-hmm. My number 2, Assassin's Creed Origins. Assassin's Creed Origins.
I knew that was coming in somewhere.
I mean, yeah, I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I literally own every single game. I have re-downloaded 3 of the games on my Xbox One. Just because I want to be able to play them anytime I want. Right. I've been playing Assassin's Creed since the very beginning. Pretty sure it was in a Nintendo Power when it first was coming out, and I've had it ever since. I think taking the year off was a great move. For them.
Huge for them.
The guys that did Black Flag are the ones that making it. In my opinion, Black Flag was the last good Assassin's Creed game.
I agree with that.
It's interesting because I've watched pretty much every single piece of content on that game, as far as interviews with IGN, Game Slice, Easy Allies, everybody. Anybody that interviewed anybody at Ubisoft for that game, I watched it. And I'm interested to see what they do with the story, because they were very careful to say very little about any specifics in the story.
Right.
Because people are like, oh, is the enemies coming back? Well, we're not really talking about that right now. Maybe just focusing on the trailer, the stuff we talked about in the press conference. It's like, okay.
Alrighty.
You can't just be like,
whatever you say.
Yes or no. I mean, it's not like we're touching the secret.
No thanks.
It's not like we're, it's not Watergate here, guys. So, you can let a little thing out every now and again.
That's funny.
So, I mean, that was one big deal. That was one big deal for me.
Oh, he's shooting through the holes. He's shooting through the holes.
Shoot. Dude, what is with you getting nailed between the eyes?
Did I get hit in the head again?
Yes.
Oh my god. This one's even better. That's
Um,
crazy.
so yeah, I mean, I'm personally excited for it. I
Yeah,
think
for sure.
the stuff that they're adding, I like the fact that they completely changed the combat mechanic.
Hmm.
A lot of people
I
are,
feel like I feel that needed.
it's
I
like
felt that needed a
50-50.
tweak though. I definitely felt like that needed a tweak.
Well, it's weird. Like in the community, it's like 50-50. Like some people are totally in love with the new ways of doing it, and some people are like, yeah, you guys can go to hell for changing it. It's like,
Those
geez,
are
calm down.
the purists.
I'm a purist,
Dude,
and
there's like three
I think it's
spiders
good that
right
they
here.
changed it because it was a canned animation. Like if you swung, you could not miss. Like it was impossible for you to miss. Like they could block it, but it was impossible for you to miss. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, Assassin's Creed number 2.
Dude, I'm getting hit again. Um, so my number 2 is as well Assassin's Creed Origins. Um, this is coming from a person who has not followed the story as much as the Keymaster. I have played some of the games, always enjoyed them, but I think just based on that trailer, man, whew, whew,
Was a good trailer,
I wanna go sliding down a pyramid so bad. You have no idea.
right?
So yeah, no, definitely Assassin's Creed. Just for the same reasons, I think the year off for them was huge. I think Ubisoft definitely needs a win right now. Um, just based off the Division and For
There will
Honor.
be no multiplayer,
There's no multiplayer. It's all single player
so
story campaign.
I got faith.
We got faith. We got
I
faith.
got faith.
So yeah, definitely. Assassin's Creed earns the number 2 spot there. I think it was one of the bigger games announced this E3.
Yep.
I think our number 1's the same.
Well, I figured our number 1 and 2 was the same actually.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, our number 1 this year,
Oh,
hands down, easy.
oh,
There's not even a question about
not
it. Really.
even a question.
Like there's
about it.
it's a far distance between first and second.
Yeah.
And that would be EA's new or announced Project Dylan, aka Anthem.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. This game is going to be so awesome. I just hope it lives up to the hype, man, because they showed, a 10-minute gameplay trailer? And everybody's freaking their shit out about this game, dude. Everybody. So,
I don't think I've read one bad thing about it.
no, not one damn bad thing. But for those of you guys who don't know, Anthem, like Keymaster said, EA is dropping a new IP. It's going to be available on all consoles and PC. Basically, post-apocalyptic open world. You play basically a mercenary for hire, or for hire. You get a custom suit that you can completely 100% customize, weapons, attributes, all that stuff. Squad gameplay, you can jump in and out of squads. I mean, this, if you haven't seen the trailer, I will make sure to leave a link for that trailer in the description box below. And, I mean, I didn't know anything about it prior to EA or E3, and this game, once I saw the trailer, I was like, yep, put me down. Whatever the highest edition is, I'm going to buy it. Whatever it is. Take my money now.
What if it's an $800 Assassin's Creed edition?
Oh, you mean the Diamond Assassin's Treasury Legendary chest thing that they made?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, that may be pushing it a little bit for me, but
A little bit. Like you're like,
just saying. But
I'm not saying I'm out completely yet. Just
so what snagged you about?
it's a sexy game, and for me, like you know me,
Yeah,
it's a third-person shooter, and even I still was like, oh snap! Like this game looks awesome. It is behaving awesome. I like the, squad assembled.
yeah, squad assembled.
Squad assembled. That was a big deal.
Yeah, how do you like being sniped, skeleton? Bitch.
How about that?
I caught you outside and you just got shot in the face. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, no, everything about the game really got me excited. I mean, you're talking about a game that, I mean, you kind of knew already. If you had assumed that it was Project Dylan, of course, but you kind of already knew already. What? I mean, there was no way you were prepared for. All right, guys, let's go out in the wilderness.
Let's go hang out.
And
Oh, let's not go
you
explore
free
that.
fall
'Cause
jump.
yeah.
You free fall. You free fall jump like 20 feet, and then you go Iron Man mode, and then you fly to where you need to be behind, past all these wild beasts and whatnot. And then you're like, oh yeah, this homie's gonna need this. Need to go to this cave later, so we probably shouldn't go on that quest yet.
Yeah, but
Freaking
you need the
Kim's not
XP.
online.
Oh well.
Kim's not online yet, so.
Kim's not online. Let's wait.
But it's just crazy, and it looks amazing. I mean, for a game that has to be in pre-alpha, probably.
Oh yeah.
If it's not coming,
We're
if it's not
talking
coming
late
out,
2018, right?
well, because it's saying fall of 2018, so it's coming out between September to December, somewhere in that time frame.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So it's a year away from that, so it's probably in pre-alpha, maybe post-alpha, but it's definitely not in beta yet.
No.
More than likely it's in pre-alpha, and it already looks that good. But yeah, I think they're coming after Destiny. They've seen how much Bungie's gotten away with over the last 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
And they're like, well, fine. If you guys think no one can take you out,
We're gonna build this awesome game to do
we're
it.
gonna cash you outside with Anthem.
How you like that?
But yeah, no, I think it's definitely gonna be. I mean, it's in my opinion, it's the game of the year. I mean, Assassin's Creed could be game of the year. Mario vs. Rabbids could be game of the year. I mean, there's a few of them who game of the year, but those, I mean, Anthem, hands down.
It's gonna win the E3 game of the year, yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean,
The buzz around that game already is just ridiculous.
yeah, people are super jacked for it, so we'll see exactly what happens over the course of the following year. But
Yeah, I'm hoping by Christmas we'll have some more details about a more solid release date and hopefully more gameplay trailer, because that would be fucking awesome. I can only watch the same one over and over and over again so many times.
oh, come on, man.
Hey, Keith,
Yeah, no.
jump on in. Squad assembled.
Squad assembled. But yeah, no, I am excited for that one a lot. It's definitely going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Mario vs. Rabbids. I think you mentioned that. I think that definitely has got to be thrown out there. I think EA also is going to hit another home run with Battlefront 2.
I think so.
Because the
Battlefront really good.
Battlefront 1 was mainly online. I didn't get to play it, but I heard it was a decent game. But they've added a single player mode, and they beefed out their multiplayer. The gameplay alone just looks fucking crisp. And if you're a fan of the Star Wars series, this game is for you. I mean, it's I think it's going to be a winner. Let's see. God of War, obviously, got to throw that out there. It deserves an honorable mention. But you just expect that because all the God of War games have been awesome. I think that would be. I mean, obviously, there's a lot more good games that are coming out, but
right.
You mentioned some like A Way Out is going to be good. I didn't mention that on my list. I definitely make that an honorable mention. I think the new State of Decay is going to be good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of good games are coming out. I think it's going to be a good couple of years for games.
Yeah, I mean, I got my honorable mentions. Honestly, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be a real fun game.
I mean, you don't even have to know anything about the cartoons or any of the, the extended universe outside of what the animes have shown, and it looks like a super fun game.
Solid game too.
Oh yeah, it always is. Yeah, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Evil Within 2.
Evil Within 2, yep.
Let's see here. What was another one I want to make sure I got? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, I can't find it. It was here. It was here just a minute. Oh man. But like, I mean, obviously, the new Ori
Yep.
and the Will o' the Wisps. I mean, you're talking about Ori and the Blind Forest was an indie game. They got huge and looked amazing. So now the same people actually have money now.
Yeah, exactly. They got a little or a capital to.
Yeah, it's actually like really make a game. So that's awesome. And I think, Payback looked really good.
Yeah, not bad.
Payback looked good. I mean, it's Need for Speed. It's nothing revolutionary.
Well, I think Payback's gonna bring them back to the old glory days of Underground.
True.
I think that's what they were really gearing back to, because honestly, the last few releases for Need for Speed have not been the greatest.
Right. Was there any games you were missing this year?
Missing. I would have loved Respawn to. I would have loved Respawn to announce Titanfall 3. I don't know. I don't even know if it's in the works yet, because they're still releasing DLCs for it too. I would like to hear something about that, or them working on another game. I think Respawn's a really good development team. Let's see. Anything else missing? No, we got pretty much the perennials out there. The IPs are all there. I would have liked a couple of new series, like you said. I mean, that was like kind of lackluster with everybody. A couple of new, like, other than Anthem, like, seriously, like a couple of good, like, oh my god, games. Like, not necessarily just first-person shooters or action games, but give me I don't know, a Big Bang Theory or something. Like, give me something crazy that, like when they announced the South Park game. You know what I mean? Like, something goofy, something off the wall. Something a little fun. Didn't get anything like that other than Mario vs. Rabbids.
Right.
So yeah, stuff like that. What about you? Anything that you were missing from E3?
Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Where's that?
I don't know.
Kojima. Where was it though? Like, everyone's always like, "Oh, Death Stranding's gonna be so amazing when it comes to the PlayStation."
Final Fantasy.
Where's that, bros?
Final Fantasy.
Where's Final Fantasy VII?
We've been hearing about the remastered Final Fantasy VII for about a year now.
Like, where's that? I mean,
give me some hard details. Show me a trailer.
It's something. Okay. I don't need much. Games like that, I don't need much. Another big one that was missing for me, Halo.
Yeah, Halo.
I mean, we didn't get anything Halo.
Nothing.
We got nothing Halo. Like, we didn't get no, like, Halo or Halo Wars 2 DLC. We didn't get a bupkis. We got pretty skunked on that one. A little disappointing. And no Splinter Cell.
Yeah, that was a big one too.
I'm a little disappointed. I mean, I understand why, but... Oh, and the biggest one for me is the Visceral Star Wars game.
Oh, yeah.
Where was that? That was a huge trailer last year.
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah, last year.
Last year or year before that.
I think it was last year.
But more of the story is, like, where to go. Like... And, I read afterwards, and they were like, "Oh, well, we wanted to give Battlefront 2 its day in line this year." Yeah. Okay, I understand that, but show me a trailer off the press conference floor. I don't need to see it on the press conference floor. I mean, I'm going to watch enough news to figure it out anyways.
Right.
But, I don't know, there's just a few games where I'm like, I'm a little worried. Where are you guys at?
Why are you hiding from me?
I mean, but we still have Gamescom.
Yep.
And what a lot of people have been doing lately is, they'll sit there and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we won't do this at E3, but we'll do it at Gamescom." if it's not coming out within a certain time frame. So, I mean, that could be it.
Why is there a squid in our waters?
I'm trying to figure out where these 2 wolves came from, too. Don't hit those wolves, man. You're on your own. But yeah, so I mean, that's just my few cents on it. You got anything else? Final thoughts on E3 before we pack it in?
No, I think overall E3 was a success. I think everybody had a good showing, decent to good showing. Definitely a noteworthy event. Like you said, probably gonna need a lot more stuff at Gamescom. Yeah. Anything else for you?
No, I pretty much said my piece on E3 this year.
Yeah.
I think overall it was a good show.
Overall, it's a good show, guys. If you like what you see, don't forget to go check out part 1. Will be a video description in the box below, coming out on June 21st. If you guys like, comment, and subscribe, don't forget the bell next to the subscribe button so you can see every time we get a video out. We got some big changes coming to the channel. Stay tuned to see. We're not going to release a video, but there are some things coming up. Probably starting next week or within the next week or so. You can always expect TBD to be one of the videos that we post a week. You're going to still see Destiny and first-person shooter gameplay. Other than that, we got some new stuff coming out for you guys that we're really excited about. Get back to posting videos 7 days a week. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure. E3, another great year. Looking forward to Gamescom. We play games to make gains.
There's good.
See you guys next video.